Hello, this is Tom from anti-proton.com, and as you can see, I am lying down on my bed. I don't have any sheets on it or anything like that, and my hair is sticking up because, well, my hair sticks up when I'm lying down. It happens. I'm here because I need to explain a few metallurgical issues involving religion that have come up since I posted my last video. I'm tired as, well, I always am naturally tired, so naturally I'll be all loopy and weird, but you'll get the point. Okay, first, proof. Let's define a few terms. Proof is when you can actually determine something to be true. Now, we can all argue over what degrees of truth there are, but generally speaking, for something to be true, you must be able to verifiably prove it to exist. Meaning that you can determine it, you can show it, you can, I don't know how to put it simply. If I walk up to you and tell you that every single time I light a piece of paper on fire, it burns and smokes, that isn't proof because I've just said it. Okay, it doesn't matter if I read it in a math and a science book either. That's not proof. If, however, I can sit a bunch of you around in a circle and light a match and light a piece of paper and it burns, and I can do this repeatedly, then that starts to prove it to be true. Science would, of course, argue that over time one could also find some other explanation for it, which would throw it into being false. But regardless, you get the idea. You kind of hopefully understood proof a little bit since maybe you were a kid. Okay. Things are not proven true because somebody wrote that they are proven true. Now, you could take what I just said and say, okay, fine, well, there's no planet Earth because I can't verify it looking outside. How do I know it's not a flat plane, for example? And I just write it in a book. Fine, okay, you got me there. But technically speaking, like an old ancient scroll or manuscript cannot be proven true just because it's old and just because it says something is real. Okay. Let's look at faith for a minute. Faith is you saying that you agree or believe in something, or whether it is the belief in something regardless of whether or not. Why am I keep messing with my hair? I don't know. My God, man, I got a weird hairdo going on. Faith is the belief in something without absolute verifiable proof. Okay? Once you prove it to be true, I mean totally can prove it to be true, then it's no longer faith, it's fact. Example. I believe in a God. I'm sure there's this deity. Faith. I believe it without total proof. All of a sudden God shows up before me and hands me an ice cream cone and says, here's your ice cream cone. And I can totally verifiably see that that is now God. Now I know God to be true in fact. No longer faith. I no longer have faith. I have factual proof. Now, the switch between faith to fact in no way diminished the God's power or anything about it. Didn't even destroy or damage the religion. A lot of people misunderstand that. They have this weird notion that you can only have religion if you have faith. But let's take Christianity for a moment. I'm sorry I keep getting attacked over the Christianity thing. I'm not trying to pick on Christianity. I just know Christianity better than I know other religions, so it makes it easier for me to use analogies. So I apologize if you feel like you're being attacked or whatever. But according to Christianity, you got this guy named Jesus who talks to God, constantly has conversations with God, okay? And in that case, Jesus would not have faith in God. Jesus would have factual knowledge of God, and that's different. In fact, it's not even a religion at that point for him, because then it would be a direct one-to-one relationship. It's more of a relationship at that point. Same thing with your Moses for your, was it Moses, I think, with your Jews. I mean, he's all chatting with the burning bush. That's not faith, that's factual knowledge for them. I mean, I'm just saying that if that is true, we're obviously hypothetically stating that that's true, even though there's no proof. Okay, so you get the idea. Faith is the belief. Knowledge is the factual understanding of something. Now, I could say, well, I have absolute, I've had experiences. God has come down and talked to me directly, blah, blah, blah. And in that case, I believe that I have fact, but I don't really have fact, because even though I'm sure of it, completely sure, and maybe it's completely true, it's not verifiable in any way, so it can't be called a generally recognized fact. So it remains faith, even though, as far as I'm concerned, it may be factual. Alright? People get this stuff mixed up all the time. I do get sick to death of people holding up their religious books, and it's not just Christianity. Other religions have done it to me as well. They hold up their religious book. It's fact. It says so right here in the book. This book is fact. This scroll, this document, whatever, the holy tablets of Bubada, whatever, it doesn't matter. That isn't fact. It may be fact, but it's not verifiable. Yeah, it's old. But keep in mind, for every single old religious document you can find that's thousands of years old, and stories have some basis in reality here and there, and it's backed up this way and that way, I can find 5 other religious books that have exactly the same thing. Which one of them is right? They can't all be right. Most of them are mutually exclusive. Each one claims to have the only true God, etc. Now, I am religious, and that's fine. So I'm not trying to knock religion, I'm not bashing religion. But I don't understand why religious people don't get it. They have faith. Why do they need fact? Why do they have to be proven right? Apparently they feel worried if they feel that they have to be proven right. Why do they care if somebody walking down the street doesn't believe in their religion, or if an atheist walks by and says, I don't believe in religion? Why do they care? Does that diminish them? If their deity is that weak or unpowerful, then apparently they're on the wrong side anyway. If their religion and their deity is so powerful, then why do they care? What are they losing? Fine, they want to help the other person, right? But when it boils down to it, it's up to the other person. So, if you have religion and other people don't agree with it, who cares? Why does it matter to you? Ask yourself, if you're one of those people that argues and says, why are you bashing religion? Blah, blah, blah. First off, I am religious. Okay. Why are you bashing religion? The sacred tome of blah, blah, blah says that, this is the way it is, and it's factual, blah, blah, blah. I don't need whatever. If you're acting like that, why are you acting like that? What is it that you're trying to say or do, really? Because if you truly know that your beliefs are absolutely correct and you're sure of it and they're factual to you, so to speak, and that's your faith and you have it all deeply down inside of you, then what do you care? It would seem to me that the person who absolutely truly believes and holds it dear in their heart would be the least likely person to attack other people about religion, the least likely person to say everyone else is wrong and to do all this stuff. Most of the greatest prophets and most of the random books and everything that are out there, all the major books that are out there, the major religious things, they have a tendency not to go around attacking everyone. They have a tendency to be inclusive of everyone. They might say, well, technically my way is right, but they also are nice to everyone else, and they treat them nicely. And it's too bad that people following those various religions just don't read into their own books, which say to be nice to other people. Jesus in the Bible says to treat other people with respect regardless of what their religious beliefs are. The Prophet Muhammad, his same exact thing. I'm sorry, I'm not a Muslim, so I don't have every little bit of that down, but I've read some of the Quran. I did so for scholarly purposes, and I do recall that he got along with other religious groups relatively okay. He got along with the Christians perfectly fine. And the Jews have been living with other religious groups for thousands of years, and they have a pretty simple idea. Don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Works out nice, everybody's happy, they all believe in their own sacred thing, whatever. So, I don't get it. Anyway, I continue to receive religious flack from people that want to attack me over religious things, which is amusing. I get a kick out of it. Because remember, when you attack over religious things and you attack other people and say how wrong and bad they are, it usually means that you're worried about something yourself. And that's sad too. So, this is Tom from Anti-Proton, attempting to be as accepting of other people as I can, although there are some groups out there who annoy me, but generally speaking, I believe in everybody's right to do whatever they want to, no matter whether I think it's corny or not. And I have a right to think it's corny. I just keep those opinions to myself. Bye-bye.